Check. Thank you for the heads up. That was on mute. Oh man.
Okay.
I wish you guys would have heard what we were talking about.
Conversation.
Well, speaking of, my parents tried it.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's good for them because my mom was telling me she's like, oh, Dad tried it and he almost slipped and almost hurt himself. I'm like,
You gotta sit down.
I said, take it before bed.
Yeah.
Let's go, boys. We're in.
All right. Boom.
I'm out of goose. 1, 2.
Boom.
And cheers.
And cheers, man.
And cheers.
I like this. Good ritual. I like that.
A little dink
Boom,
of
ding,
water.
ding.
Somebody's
Yeah,
got to
that's
drive this.
Cheers to everybody.
Somebody's got to drive this bass boat.
Sorry about that. Hey, Zach Patterson, good on you because we were on mute this whole time. All right, look. If you're watching, I don't know what everyone's doing right now, but we're losing a lot of our normals right now. So hit share, would you? Let's have some
bump
fun.
this thing up.
Let's bump this bitch.
It's Tuesday night. What are you going to do? If you're at ICC, you're watching a movie, but if you're not, there's nothing else on.
If you're at ICC, chances are, statistically speaking, you're wearing a dope shirt.
You think?
Yeah, look at that. Biz even has his good one.
Mine is, I'm still legitimate,
Yours is
you're
classy.
making it look like you're working.
Frank, okay, so Frank's
got an ashtray or two with that for today.
Frank the Tank is in. Sean is in. Let us know where you're coming from. I guess in the spirit of good day, mate. If you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, tell us where you're coming at. We'll say good evening to you in your native tongue.
Thank you, Sean Ratz. Thank you. Appreciate that. Frank Tomaszewski is sitting next to his beautiful wife who currently has pins and rods sticking out of her legs.
Oh, no.
Because she compound fractured both tib, fib, and also dislocated her ankle.
Oh,
If that doesn't make you sick to your stomach, then
You just have to teach. Those quarterbacks just need to learn how to slide. You can't take the hit.
No, she took the hit.
She took the hit. She got all dacked up.
Same thing with Dak, right? Broken and dislocated.
Snapped and yeah.
Ooh.
But that was just an ankle. It sounds like she took out the whole.
She took it all out.
the
So
whole
much
program.
love to Sam. It was her birthday yesterday, and she spent it on her ass with that.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
So
Hopefully she smokes cigars.
Sam, what's up? What's up?
How about those Cowboys? Yeah, they looked like a real football team yesterday. We were cheering away.
Yeah, but
For
being
sure.
from Nebraska, you get your hopes high, and then
And
Hold
then
it.
they
All
just
right.
come
All right, let's
rumbling down.
Let's just start with the Huskers for a second, and I mean just a second. You guys, you don't have long-term vision. This is trending well. 2 weeks ago, we took number 3 of the country to the last minute. Now we've got another ranked team to the last second. I think we're going the right direction.
Yeah, I guess here's the fundamental question.
Do you hear that?
If
Did you hear that?
you're standing on the curb of the Dallas North Tollway and everybody's driving by at 80 miles an hour, and you elect to just step out into traffic, get hit by a car, do you feel sorry for that guy? No, because he's a freaking idiot.
True.
Yeah.
7 offsides on the offensive line. The same guy did it twice, one right after the other in the first half alone. So when you have the game that wrapped up, and then the kicker, like I watched Coach Frost's post game, they ran back a touchdown because the kicker kicked for a right return. So everybody's running at the guy on the right.
Right.
The guy on the left gets it. It's like they didn't even know that there was a guy on the left.
35 yards.
He kicked it 35 yards to the left.
And that concludes our first segment of the evening, which is Husker
Which
football.
is
That's all
Huskers.
we can take. So
Just suck the life out of it.
I'm all right with it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it as long as we beat.
Yeah, let's go with your.
What's up, Adrian?
Strategery. Hey, Julie, how are you? Frank the Tank. Sam is in. Zach, of course, is in from Hobbs, New Mexico.
Nice.
We got Missouri covered.
Again, try this again. What's up, Adrian?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, good to see you.
I had a great day today. It's
Did
even
you?
better now, yeah.
What did you do today? Can you say what you did today?
Yeah, I shot guns. I did some little R&D for our Hack Fest that's coming up. We've talked about it, but it was shooting golf balls out of an AR. So much fun. First time
There's
I ever doing
nothing wrong with that.
No.
How far does it go? Do you know?
It wasn't as far as we talked last time.
Yeah.
We talked about 300 yards. straight shot, I was telling Brandon, maybe 75-ish.
Really?
Yards, straight, but it had about a 10-second air. In the air by the time it hit the ground.
So if I hear gunshots on the
You're gonna hear
at the
gunshots.
Hackfest, I know who it is.
Well, at the beginning, because
be
there's
you.
no way that I'm putting $20 down right now. There's no way the cops let that stick around the whole
I
time.
have to agree with you. So if
Now-
you're at Hackfest, get in quick. Andrew has a price point that we're going to charge for the Gary Sinise Foundation, but get in quick so you can shoot it. It's going to be an F1. So I just found out today I have a special rifle coming in, and I haven't seen it personally, but y'all get to see it as soon as I get it, and it's super special.
Really?
Just for Hackfest.
Just for Hackfest?
Yeah, just for Hackfest, and we'll use it.
No
as a
shit.
range, yeah.
This, I'm telling you, we were doing the planning meeting today. Hackfest is going to be above and beyond by tenfold what it was last year. Busy Bee's playing.
Which that gets it one-fold better right out of the gate.
It's going to get tenfold
I
slower.
will. I did play
You're
that.
safer with the AR than me with the golf club.
if you stand in front of it.
Yes.
I played that golf course Sunday, and there are a couple of holes that are not surrounded by houses. So I think we can get away with it for a while.
Andrew talked about hole 9, is what he mentioned.
9 and 18.
Yep.
Okay.
He's got
You
him
could
on
get
nine.
away with it.
Cool.
For a
Or
while.
I'm sorry, 17. You could get away with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to.
Yeah.
we need
But
to,
on some of those holes, yeah, I think somebody would call you in.
Sam's typing. It looks like we got some people coming in. What's up? Good evening to you. Sam is working on the Tobacconist Handbook.
Yeah.
My question is, do you have it? If so, what's the most surprising thing, Sam, that you've picked up from the Tobacconist Handbook?
Yep, that's awesome.
Is there a contest for guessing how many Baby Ruths are going to end up on the toilet bowl hole?
You know, I think by the time people get to that hole, based on the amount of spirits that will be served, if they can count how many are on there, I think they should get to eat one. Because I think counting is going to be a real problem. By the
Yeah,
time.
we're talking Hackfest, and I almost
Yeah.
feel bad. I don't feel bad, just like that guy that got hit on the tollway.
Yeah.
If you didn't get in, it's your own fault.
Yep.
But
That was a real story?
no,
Oh, shit, okay.
he felt bad.
Yeah.
He's a Husker fan.
No, I'd be like, dumbass?
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Biz, what's up?
I'm just listening.
What do you mean? Just
Did he have one of those gummies? Is that what you guys were talking about?
No. That's not till bedtime. That was till
Okay,
bedtime.
no, I thought maybe he was like having gummies or something.
No,
Maybe
that's
he's
not
still
till
thinking
bedtime.
about that almost pick 6 in the Nebraska game. That
No, we're not
in
going to go
overtime.
back there. We're not going
Right.
to go back
We're
there.
not. Where are we going? That's my question to you, Biz.
Jeez, I'm the one that asked you guys, what do you normally talk about? I know it's cigar talk, so what is the topic? And you guys just wing it.
We're going. What we want to do is we want to show people on the other side what it looks like to smoke a cigar. And what I found out was this is just a few handfuls of people who are just sitting having a cigar and talking with us.
So, where do you guys smoke cigars? What is your zen place when you're not here? When you're not, because mine is my back patio. Like I literally, I get up, I go straight. Now that I have a covering in the back, I'm outside because I used to have to go in the front until the sun made its way over the house that way. Then I go to the back and whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm literally outside probably 12 hours a day with a stick in my hand when I'm at home.
I was gonna say
Nice.
you look tanner.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a little bit of
Yeah.
I'm working on my fall tan. Right
yeah,
now. I'm almost there.
Patios.
I was Adrian's color when it started.
yeah.
In May,
Texas sun. It's Texas sun.
You were Wizzy Bee
it's gonna be
first.
snowing next week.
Yeah,
anyway.
great question. I'm with
Texas.
you. Back patio.
Back patio.
Man, you got a pretty dope set. You have a
I
really
think
dope
we all
set.
Now
do.
I do.
We all do.
Yeah.
I mean,
When
when
they
we
talk
bought
about Fantasy Island and Mr. Rourke and his oasis over there,
Right?
you need.
I do have a waterfall that kind of mutes out the
Fantasy
traffic.
Island? Is that what that is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, you need an Indiana Jones map to make it through his backyard. It's crazy.
Oh, it's so cool. You just got that little fountain.
Little waterfall.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Well, we can only aspire.
you have a fucking lake
Hey.
in your backyard?
I have a lake, but it's got snakes on it. His waterfall doesn't have snakes
Yeah.
in it.
Well, nothing,
yeah.
nothing you've seen.
Big snakes with dicks this big, Adrian.
Well, yeah. Bobcats and all that good stuff.
Bobcats are fine. I'm no problem. But no, the mosquitoes
Bobcats will
right
eat
now,
the snakes if the
I've
snakes
been an
don't get it.
occasional bobcat on the fence every once in a while. Like when I first moved here, all the wildlife freaked me out. Now it's like I got 2 frogs that sit on my patio, and and my damn dogs chase them all over the place, tearing up everything, which is funny. I got Fred and Barney, which are 2 rabbits. I got things, I'm like Noah's Ark.
Well, you have 2 rabbits now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that bobcat that I
you
see
better
now.
hope there's a couple snakes in the neighborhood.
Yeah, those bobcats will go get them. So we've got Zach Patterson, front porch on nice days.
Yes.
He's a daytime smoker. We got Evan Hirsch coming in from Missouri.
Yeah, I've seen
Backpacker.
Julie and Larry's pictures out there. Deal looks like they're at grandma's house. Just land, but no interference with houses.
Oh,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Porch with a rocking chair with a picture of Country Time lemonade and a cigar.
That's what I'm. If someone says they're sitting on the front porch, that's definitely country time, isn't it?
Country Time. Go get don't they sell like rocking chairs at?
Yeah,
what's
but
that
houses
place?
nowadays don't have porches, and it's not like the old days where you can sit on your.
Like
Listen,
an
my
elevated porch.
neighbors are not neighborly.
You got the wrong neighbors. My neighbors are
unfortunately,
kick-ass.
Yeah.
Frank, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
This
My neighbors over
You have like
my neighbor on this
17
side.
houses in your.
I have one neighbor. I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
but he's cool though.
He is fucking cool. Frank, move to Light Farms, bro.
No. Stay where you're at.
I only know my neighbor on this side because he always throws my kids' football back over. He's like the dude off of what's that Tomb the Tin Man Taylor, whatever.
No, you just see his
You see
fucking,
the top of his
yeah.
football.
Is that the guy with the Porsche and the fucking
Yeah, I have a neighbor that he runs this big business and all this financial advising and all this other stuff, but he can't figure out his sprinkler system. So I think he thinks that the 100 means it's going to be on for a minute. The shit's on for an hour.
So there's a river.
The city actually had to come out and tell him, you
have a leak?
you can't let this thing run for 12 hours. It'll run through his front. 12 hours.
fucking
station.
Yes.
Oh my
Jungle
god.
next door to you.
When it was screwed up, I actually texted him. He was out of town. It was actually out of the country. I said, I want to let you know. When I left for the shop on Thursday, your sprinkler was on. When I left for the shop on Friday, your sprinkler was on.
Damn.
24 hours it was
You
running.
got a $7,000 water.
I
bill.
guarantee you.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
All right.
So
Quick question.
yeah, so
We
everybody's
haven't-
saying that Sasquatch is in my.
Yep, we haven't asked yet. I think this has to be the key. We have to ask it every time.
Yes.
Sasquatch, Busy Bee, is it real?
Man, I watch enough YouTube, TikTok, and travel television that I think there's a big furry monkey running around somewhere out there. It has to be an anomaly or something. I think, yeah.
He's in.
Nah,
He's
bullshit. Bullshit.
So
He's hardcore
okay,
against it.
Okay, being from you down south Texas, like is Chupacabra's real?
No.
So none of that stuff is real. It's just
La Llorona, it's fake.
damn.
Same thing.
Took that from me too.
It's in the
man.
same realm.
No, the Chupacabra, they
They debunked that.
100%. They found out. I'll
Like
tell you
coyote
about it.
with mange or something, some kind of animal.
Yeah, but they said it was because at the same time they were doing legislation to give Congress people in Mexico access to the Social Security, which is now gone in Mexico. No, they made that shit up.
Well, see, the only thing about Bigfoot, it has to be big feet because you can't see the same thing in Wyoming, and then it's over in here, and then there's one in Nebraska, and they're all over the
That's a
place.
good point.
So it's not one.
Oh,
It's
no.
got to be a
Big
thing.
feet.
Yeah.
Big feet.
Yeah.
You know when you
That's
go,
plural, big feet.
when you go to the Henry Dorley Zoo, one of the best, one of the top zoos in the country, maybe in the world. That's in Omaha. There are fish in that in those aquariums that are like prehistoric catfish.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they look like freaking dinosaur fish, right?
Like the ones in Nemo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how can we think that if there's fish that have probably were wandering around 5,000 years ago, how can this monkey not have made it to the person?
Here's the
stage?
difference. Here's the difference. Those fish, somebody knew where they were, and they pulled them out of the water, and they brought them to Omaha, Nebraska. The first time I go to Henry Dorley and see the new exhibit of the Bigfoot, I'm believing in it.
I'm believing it. Yeah, big time.
No, I think McClurkin is sitting at Zach Patterson's computer right now.
What is it, bro? Sasquatch has to be real. There's so much unexplored forest areas and caves and cavern systems. There's no telling what's out there. He's in New Mexico. There could be Sasquatch where he's at.
Yeah.
Squatches are real, says
yeah.
Heaven. Now, in all fairness, kind of that north central Missouri area, there are a lot of ladies who look like Bigfoot. I've been
Yeah.
there.
Well, in Iowa too. Iowa too.
Too far.
That's a good one.
I way back in the day, I remember traveling. I was in Des Moines, and I danced with a girl at the Holiday Inn, and because they had a nightclub there, and she had a curly tail. So I'm just saying,
That was a dick.
it's
Pops.
possible. No, it was on the back. I checked.
Crying game.
Yeah. So
Yo,
no,
hired,
so
I need a job.
Yeah, Mark Batista, yeah, man, coming in and apply.
Come on in. If you've hung around this long, then you'll fit right in.
Yeah.
So come on in.
So
I'm talking to you.
So the other day, there's a show on Travel Channel, so you know it's true.
Oh yeah.
They had a video of a guy. He was doing his little walk thing.
Uh-huh.
This guy was like, Sasquatch was like where the knife is at, close, and he was like moving around and doing this, and then got up and took off.
But was it clear or was it fuzzy? That's
No.
the only problem.
It was clear.
All right, because all the videos and all them shows
Hang
are
on,
never clear.
It's a video? Oh, man.
No,
gotta
it's.
be fake.
I mean, it was. He was like sitting down, and he was sitting there, and then he kind of. You see him moving. The light was hitting his back, and he's moving, and all of a sudden he got up and went.
But where's the
out.
poo, though? We can't find any of it?
Have you ever stepped in bear shit in the woods?
Never been in the woods.
You ever seen a dead bear, a dead turkey, a dead anything that just like dropped dead?
They still got bones, though.
Yeah, I've seen dead all those.
I see.
In New Mexico.
In New Mexico.
Yep.
So, all right. So what we're trying to say is, Zach Patterson, what we're going to need you to do is go out to the woods 3, 4, 5 days. Go look for bones or poo.
Here's what I would I will pay for this. If you will just go out for 3 days with
Mark?
McClurk, and you can take all the firepower you want, maybe kill one of them bitches, and drag it back here. Talk about a draw. Have a cigar with Sasquatch. We'll set him up, patch up the holes, set him up in a chair, patch up a chair, put a cigar in his mouth, come get a picture, take him with Sasquatch. I'm telling you, we would have 8, 9 people show up.
It's like strange.
But you go out 3 days with him, and then you come back and report. And if you have rocks thrown at you and shit, and you're out there swearing that you're the only one out there.
I'm such a skeptic that if that did happen, I'd be like, Mark, you had one of your buddies throw fucking rocks and shit. I'd have to see the motherfucker come up.
How hillbilly do you got to be where you can talk somebody into just sitting in the woods until we get there later on tonight?
There are a lot of people with a lot of time.
Well, I guess so.
I think what we're saying is we want to believe. Adrian does not want to believe.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't
this is
believe.
what you do when you smoke cigars. Drink whiskey. You talk about Sasquatch.
You talk about that.
They know.
No. I mean, there's obviously.
I'm the new one here, so the Sasquatch
There's a
thing must
there's
have been
a
going.
okay. So UFOs.
So
Man.
okay,
See, that's where I'm at.
I gotta believe that. There's no. So I literally just had this conversation with somebody yesterday because I seen on something that they found another planet that's literally identical to ours somewhere. Because I can't believe that we are the only carbon-based life forms with all the structure and stuff and things and all that in society in existence. We can't be it. We can't be. The sun has another side. So there's something on the other side of that big old star farther enough away to support life. I mean, and people believe that they're already
They're
here.
talking about us.
Exactly, but
Exactly.
in reverse.
But they're saying, what if they're advanced?
The dark side of
What
the
if
moon.
what if we take our technology where it's at today? What is it going to be like 10,000 years from now?
Well, it's going to be a hole in the ground because we're going to nuke each other. to
Well,
death.
that's
We'll be at the restart of sticks and stones again.
All right, well, if in the next 10 years you'll be able to take a ride up to space like an amusement park, like an Uber. If they keep on, every civilian
Also-
and all that.
Also, just talking astronomy, I mean, Biz, it's a good point. I think we should talk about, like, let's say this is the sun and this the earth. Like, we also go, like, around it. So at any given
yeah, but
point...
something else is on the other
Oh,
side.
is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Hey,
Just,
that's a good
I'm
point.
gonna throw it out there, and I'm not gonna throw names to it, but there is a particular member here that still believes the world is
don't say flat.
Who?
I can't say it.
Oh, when we get off camera, you'll say it, though,
Yeah.
right? Someone
Yeah.
thinks the world's flat?
Swears by it.
Fucking idiot.
Like argues it. And there is a society out there. It's small, but there's like some NBA players and some other stuff that have all come out and said, nope, it's flat. And we're
So
like,
tell
but
them
what
to
about
get
the
on it.
satellite?
So tell them to get on the airplane, point in one direction, and try to go straight and see if they'll end up there. As the world passes by their ass, and wherever they end up, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
That community of flat earthers is bigger than you think.
it is. Just like the same people that think birds are little fucking government drones. Have you heard that? You never heard that?
That's
I'm
new.
not gonna take a drink on that one.
Holy shit! There's a whole thing on the web about that.
What do you? No, see, this
Every
is when.
single bird, and it's recharging when it sits on the wire. That's how they charge.
No way.
So at Thanksgiving, they're
What about cranes? Cranes just stand on the side of the
And
lake.
it's just the little finches, the little fucking birds that we see. Like,
You know,
No
that's
way.
bullshit because I can never find a cord to charge my phone, but them bitches can find a place to recharge
just sit
wherever
on the
they
thing,
land.
recharge, and then they go on and
Yeah,
spy.
that's bullshit.
They're listening to our conversations.
Is
Yeah.
Area 51 real? I mean, it's real, but is
It's
it really?
there.
Is what
Alien
happened?
Autopsies and all that.
I don't know.
I you know what?
There's-
There's got to be like pilots and planes and have seen stuff, and you see all the different.
They had the fighter. They had the footage from the fighter jet.
Yeah,
You see
David
stuff flying
Fravor.
right next
Did
to
you
them.
listen to the podcast? Did you listen? I sent it to you.
You did. I hadn't not listened to it.
Listen to it.
Yeah.
Because David Fravor, Captain David Fravor,
Yeah.
has a tremendous podcast with Lex Friedman.
All right.
That might not, it's not going to turn you,
Yeah.
but it might make you go,
Huh.
You do stuff he's witnessed.
All
and
this
stuff
makes
he's seen.
me go, huh? But I'll lean on the side of.
no,
that's you.
no.
Yeah.
Ghost, spirits.
Same thing. If a ghost appears here, I'd be like, I'm a believer.
Larry,
Watching here, I'm
I'll
a
tell you
believer.
what, you work
it's
here.
not Radio Shack.
You work here for 60 seconds, you're going to realize this place is haunted. Because you can walk from the front to back with no one in here. By the time you walk to the front, ashes in an ashtray.
That's
Who did it come from? I don't know. The place is haunted, I swear to
Hey,
God.
if a ghost is smoking, they're okay with me.
Kathleen summed it up real good. God is great. Beer is good. People are crazy.
Amen. You know what? Speaking of crazy good people, though, Larry Adams, I haven't said this to you yet, but thank you for my birthday gift, you dick. You know what this guy gave me? He must have bought the smallest cigar that Gurkha.
I think I've seen it. It's like
No, it's because they gave him a knife. And so he sent me down a Gurkha knife, and this thing is 400 pounds. And
I've
it's-
seen that. It's a whole humidor with a knife, and it's a nice presentation.
Yeah.
I'll take the knife and give the cigars away.
yeah.
One year at the IPCPR, when it was IPCPR, the trade show, Gurkha gave knives to all of the people that attended.
To fly back
And then
home.
when they got back on the airplane, they were all just, there was like 50 Gurkha knives sitting in the garbage can at TSA.
Oh, that's good thinking.
Yeah.
That's probably a good
They're
place.
big planners.
Yeah.
No,
They're big
this is-
planners.
So those who are hanging with us now, we're in it. So Mike, our question out to you. The next topics are up to you. So what? We've spoken a little bit about UFOs, a little bit about Husker football and Bigfoot. What is it? What is the next one?
Martin has nailed it. And never forget, the two most common elements in the universe are hydrogen and stupidity. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, so Julie, so we went aliens, all right, and we went Sasquatch. So let's just drop it in the middle, ghosts.
That's what I said. Ghosts, spirits. Like, so now I know I will never ever come in here early by myself again because somebody's in the lounge smoking that I didn't see every time I walk by.
Now,
Never
why?
doing that. So like, so my wife, I come home one day from here
He's got it. He's in it. He's in it.
and she's like, I got to order some sage. I'm like, why? She said, well, the dog's barking at that corner over there. I said, I don't know. They just finally heard something and did whatever. And they's like, no, something's going on, da-da-da-da-da-da. And all, so, you know, but your mind plays tricks on you itself.
easy.
Because then all of a sudden, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm hearing shit in the house.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around in my drawers and Timberlands with a 9mm gun looking for stuff. I almost shot my kids twice. Sorry, boys.
Okay.
Just because
First
my wife
time's a
was freaking me out.
mistake.
Yeah.
Second time was on
I
purpose.
told you,
Yeah,
to
that's
stay in bed. I
premeditated.
told you to stay in bed, you know. But no, so in Omaha, we did foster care. And one of our kids had a little girl. And she used to always say, kukui, kukui. And I'm like, the fuck is a kukui? And her mom said that means boogeyman.
Yeah.
So she kept saying, kukui was sitting here with me. I'm like, what? You know, but then she's like 2.
Yeah.
So my brother lived downstairs, and there was this white box that was in his room. So when he moved out, I said, what's that white box? He said, that's Dad. I said,
Oh shit.
that's our dad's ashes? He said, yeah. I'm like, so Dad been here the whole time? You didn't tell nobody? He said, man. So I pulled up a picture of our dad, and I gave it to her. I said, hey.
No. Kukui.
She said, kukui. I was like, we moved to Dallas.
Yeah.
We moved it down.
We're leaving the whole state.
Burn the bitch down.
That's it.
I can't make this up. I got, all right, hi guys. I got out.
Yeah.
Literally sold that house. So yeah, you can say I don't believe in ghosts, but children. She's 2.
Yeah.
She ain't got no reason to make that
Do
shit
you know
up.
that's what Frank's son Hayden,
Yeah.
when he was holding, that he was looking up, looking everywhere, holding on, and he looked up he was young enough that he was holding him, and looked up, and his first word was ghost. After looking up and pointing at something on the ceiling, he's like, "Fuck, I can't believe they're still in."
Man. So I mean,
Oh, I got.
Well,
Sean
now
Ratz,
Gabe thinks our house is haunted.
he does. Oh, I got to ask.
I mean,
him
we've
about
had like
said
blow
Gabe?
dryer upstairs turn on, and
evil shit gonna follow Gabe.
he
around
hears.
no
Yeah,
matter
that's
what.
the thing is, I think we
maybe
haven't had
Gabe-
any issues since he's been gone, so I think
Yeah.
he takes it with him. When
I
he
think
dies.
Gabe's haunted.
Yeah,
He
Gabe got
is.
shit following him anyway.
Have you ever checked him, see if he has a pulse?
He's got.
What
I don't
kind of
know.
ghost you can have in your house? Some fucking.
Well, this could have
rich
been an area
douchebag
of
with-
Indian
walking
burial site or something.
You know that their house was a swinger house before they moved in, and they still had a swinger thing
Is it
in the
still
front
not?
yard. I mean, I don't want to hear.
Apparently, there's like a color. There's like a colored light that you have that indicates that your house is a swinger house.
Yeah,
And
It
we
was,
had that.
it was that
Purple.
marble little deal that was up there.
What marble
It was
deal?
like a little marble ball that sat on this holder
Yeah,
that was sitting at the front door, which says you're a swinger.
that's why everybody kept coming to the door going, "What's up, man?"
Did you have any upside down pineapples?
That's what I heard.
I don't.
You
Is that
found
what it
that-
is?
That's another
So
thing.
in the
If
middle of
you're
the
at
night,
grocery
3:30 in
store.
the morning, it's like use condoms on the floor in the bathroom. You didn't know where the fuck they came from.
That's a fucking
Place is haunted.
Yeah,
My bad. I was there, like,
ghost party.
JP has a good question. If
Oh
you-
my God, JP does.
If you could know the one truth, if you could know one truth in your lifetime, what would it be?
An answer to one of those 3 things.
Okay, that's a really good question, though. What would it be? How did they make the pyramids?
Yeah.
That's what I want
Aliens.
to know.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Because that might tell me 2 answers.
No, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot is yours?
Bigfoot.
I don't think
built
Bigfoot built the.
That's,
No,
That's
because
what I
there's no
want.
trees to hide. I mean, you're gonna be out there wide open.
that's a good question, though, JP. What's the truth you guys want to know? Who killed
Jesus.
JFK?
What's yours, JP?
Nah,
Where's Hoffa?
Hoffa's at the in the end
Hoffa's-
zone of the New York Jets or
Yeah,
Giants
yeah.
football stadium.
10
A whole
feet of
bunch of people
cement.
there. There's a whole bunch of cats. New holes have been dug there since.
Yeah,
We're putting down new
God,
sites.
that's a great question. I might have to think about that. I don't know
shit.
what that is, but I think the answer to one of those 3 things would be kind of nice.
JD has a better question. Pellet grills. Yes or no?
Yes or no? I'm an advocate. The kids got me one for my birthday one year. I love it.
Yeah, that smoked bologna you
Yes.
make? No, I'm
Smoked
yes.
bologna and salmon's good. I haven't had a good brisket. I haven't made a good brisket in it yet, but
I got the cabinet, and
The-
I'm ribs every weekend. I'm good with
I'm
that.
not
I'll
a
tell you
hater.
what.
I don't have one. I'm not a hater of them, but I'm more traditional.
it made the best
Are you
salmon
saying
that I've
for
ever
grilling, or are you saying for
Smoking.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, you got time.
had. See, to me,
I
it's
don't.
Really?
No. I mean, I don't. I'm not one of those that set something at 10 o'clock at night and will sit there till 5 in the morning. Fucking no.
no. See, this is the microwave of smoking.
That's
Not
a good
from
way
a
to put
speed
it.
standpoint, but
Gotcha.
from a turn it in, click it on.
Yeah, and then
see
the app
ya.
tells you,
Yeah.
hey, food's ready. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, they have
that's-
Wi-Fi probes now
I
that
know.
just send
Yeah.
it to your phone. So
Let the technology work.
Yeah.
You don't need
So,
to be this.
relate that to cigars then. Like, I'm thinking about getting an electronic humidor or whatever.
Is he
So,
talking about cigars?
I have one.
what?
do you have one? Just
Electronic?
versus a regular cedar humidor.
Well, I have
That's-
those two, but one of them is the electronic one. Yeah, it works.
I just don't know.
I needed more space.
Because
so,
you
yeah.
know, people like, okay, me being a DJ. Some people are like, I remember
yeah.
when people fought for so long when CDJs came into play. And people, I used to just dog people out for, oh, you're not a purist and you're not a real DJ. You're whack. You're pushing buttons and everything. I wouldn't take a turntable in a damn place right now. I just backpack, boom, boom, because you change your mindset when you see the advancement. The art's still the same.
Yeah.
You're still playing music. You're still mixing, but I don't have to bring 35 crates of records. 200-pound turntables and
Yeah.
all this stuff. I can
It's
show
all
a
right here.
backpack, laptop, the mix, and boom, we're ready to go. Like,
This,
Yeah.
this JD. JD, do you come into the shop often? Because you need to if you don't. I don't know if we met, but this dude is awesome. This dude gets it.
Yeah, he does.
Wi-Fi
I mean,
probes.
Wi-Fi probes.
I'm telling you right now,
again?
the aliens are laughing at us because they're going. They just have Wi-Fi. You know, they
just
haven't
think
done. They just think the shit and it happens. So I'm sure that's part of the deal. What about if we could just stay in the supernatural? I know you had a question about cigars and the refrigerators. My problem with the refrigerators, they only get to about 63 degrees, so it's kind of hard to get it up to 70 or 68 or 65. But anyway, it's close enough.
Supernatural.
But supernatural. What about these people that are supposedly talking to ghosts?
They full of shit.
It's the same thing as
Full of shit.
palm readers.
They are palm readers, right?
But what about the ones that really seem to pull out some really bizarre things that no one would know?
So like the movie we were watching,
that's a good point.
When the mentalists use, they say certain things to trigger responses to them reading. So I think that's more of a skill set versus somebody reading.
You can learn that on Masterclass. Penn and Teller they have a class about setting that up and taking people.
And with the way technology is, before you set the appointment, they can look up everything about you on the internet and know a lot about your son.
Yeah.
So
JD,
but
JD comes in.
Ale believes it.
Of course she does.
Ale believes it, and Ale believes that's why we're together, right? So Ale, I hope you're not. Go ahead and turn off right now.
Yeah.
But she thinks she went to this palm reader that knew everything about her, right? And her key and hopefully this doesn't ruin the marriage, but her key was she said that she was gonna meet a tall guy who likes beer. Right? And they were going to have little white kids.
Little white kids.
Yeah, so that's pretty right, but
I mean, it is, but
that's pretty.
Don't tell her I told you. Please, no one tell her that.
But I mean, I've seen the ones where it's like the gals that's doing the reading will say something like, "So, do you have something of your mom's that you took from the bathroom today?" And she'll be like, yeah, the necklace. I just, that kind of stuff is pretty bizarre. But, because you can't just throw a curveball out there that's that specific and have it knocked out of the park. JD lives in Paris, and he comes down with some
at the shop, yeah.
That's right. Well, come on down again. Just move in and...
How do you salute people in Paris?
A good evening, mate.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
I have to say it slower because they're in Paris.
Thank you, Sean Ratz.
Yeah,
this conversation.
Light it up, brother.
Yeah. This conversation is worth firing up a Koshan for.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Ghost.
And it's 928 day, so happy 928 to you.
So our buddy makes the Koshan for months. Lives in a cemetery.
He's a ghost?
He lives in a cemetery.
So he needs to be here, and talk to us about if he believes in ghosts or not.
He would know.
That's freaky.
I went to his house.
I
went to his house.
Did you
Darren's
experience
house
anything?
is literally like there are sarcophaguses, is that how you say them?
Sure.
Underneath his whole house. His house was a triage hospital during the Civil War. He lives in this freaking big, looks like a plantation house, and it looks scary as all shit. At night, like me and my son is in special forces in the military. He's like, I'm going up in there. And he had his shit on him. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna. When I say Darren's house, every stair creaks. It's huge. You can't see stuff. Wind blows through rooms with no windows. And he's like, I ain't sitting up in here. I ain't never seen nothing. I'm like, damn, because the ghosts are probably scared of what's really up in there. I mean, like, and he says, yeah, they built another house onto his property, and when they ran the water and electricity, they had to run it in between coffins that were buried underneath the ground.
That's kind of gross.
And he's like, I'm gonna get 30 mil for it. I'm like, like we're sitting on the front porch, man, and it literally, I thought like a Civil War reenactment was about to happen at any moment. Like
that sounds badass. I would look at
like Ghostbusters style when they're coming out of the Hindenburg.
Yes, that's correct. So that's why every cigar is special.
Hey, JD, the Texas and whiskey and cigar tasting is every day here at ICC.
That's right.
Yeah. So depends on where it is specifically.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you guys, how are you doing over there?
It's on the 9th.
All right, finish that.
Fortunately, the 9th I'll be in Memorial Stadium,
Nebraska,
in Lincoln,
baby.
Nebraska, watching, according to your projections, beat Michigan.
Well, we're going to beat Northwestern. If we beat Michigan, things are going to start changing.
If somebody jumps offside, I think Scott Frost's head will literally explode this time. Because they showed him on the sidelines. If a man's head was going to explode live on TV, it was right then.
I appreciate his press conference, though, saying, we need a new left guard, we need a new punter, we need this. You know,
He basically said, we can only coach to this point, and these men have jobs, and they're about to get fired.
Yep.
He's not. We'll keep coaching them up. About to fire you.
Is Tom Osborne still alive?
Yeah.
Shit, he needs
Barely. He's about as alive as Joe Biden is alive.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Too soon.
He's falling.
Too soon. Sorry about that. What do we got here?
Zach wants to live in a graveyard.
Why?
So Zach has got mental problems.
Why? Just Zach, please respond. Why? Give me the I just need to know why.
I remember when I was a kid. You remember the Mormon cemetery in North Omaha?
Yeah.
Well, when I was little, yeah. So when I was like 6, we took a trip out there and walked through it. And one of the kids wouldn't get out of the bus. Swore he saw people walking through there. I'm like, he was 6. He didn't have anything to gain. He wasn't a
we have
TV
a
star.
thing there. We talked about this. The 100 Steps to Hell.
Yes.
It's a bunch of old steps that go down into this thing where we think they sacrifice witches. We don't know what it is, but you would count 100 steps down, but the count was never the same going back up. No matter how many times you did it, and you watched every one, you marked it, whatever, the count was never the same when you went back up.
In Omaha.
You know why? Because the stairs are a piece of shit. That's why.
And they break?
They've been broken for 100 years. They've been broken. But yes, you can hop into it. I don't know if it was you that was saying it, but someone brought up Hummel Park. Maybe it was JV.
Oh, Hummel Park.
Hummel Park.
Is that when did they put you in the back of the El Camino?
No, me and my brother were in the back of the El Camino. We were like 10. In Hummel Park, I mean, like Stephen King could be determining where he's going to shoot a movie, and he pull into Hummel Park and go, nope, I ain't going in here.
Yes.
Hummel Park is scary as shit. Yep. And my folks had us in the daytime. And my folks had us convinced that there was a white wolf. And they put me and my brother in the back, and they said, get in the back of the El Camino, we're going to take a ride. Well, we took a ride right to the middle of frickin' Hummel Park at night. Me and my brother are beating on the back window of this car to get us let in. We about shattered the back window with our fist. We're just, let us in. Oh my God.
Have you ever seen the
I mean, I don't remember anything prior to 14 years old. I remember
it's like
that.
Blair Witch is this big, I don't know. Like in the summer, the shit don't grow leaves. Like it's like it's dead, and it's this. So that graduated from the wolf to the albinos.
Did the albinos?
The albinos were up at that house.
When I grew up, we heard it was out.
Yeah, it was. The albinos were there too.
Like The Walking Dead.
Like, those who are just joining us, this is Cigar Talk, and we appreciate your time.
Cigar, actually, at this point.
Yeah, talking with cigars in hand.
So there's this thing, and it's mostly like in Hispanic communities. You probably know about it, but I doubt Frisco has it. You take your car, and it's typically over train tracks. You park, you put your car on the train tracks, put it in neutral, and then you put baby powder on your back bumper, and then all of a sudden your car is pushed across the train tracks. You get out and you see fingerprints on the back of your car. Mm-hmm. That's bullshit.
It is.
I've never seen it, but people will claim that, oh my God, it happened.
It is bullshit. You know why? Because there's oil on your fingers. You've touched the back of your car before, and then you put that stuff on there, and then your little fingers.
He's just a little debunker is what he is.
It's the truth.
Yeah. You know,
no, I've heard that.
I don't think USAA is going to believe none of that shit when that train comes through and cuts my car in half. It was the baby powder. I don't know what
the story is. Like 100 years ago, there was a car or maybe a bus full of kids, and it got hit by the train track, and so it's the little kids.
Now the little kids push cars across.
Yeah.
And people believe that shit.
Now I remember when I was 13, I think my brother experimented with weed for the first time ever. All I had was Schlitz malt liquor. I was trying to be
13.
I was trying to be cool. I was 13. We went out to California. Well, my uncles, one was my age, one was older, and Duke's brother's kids.
Okay.
So cousins, right? So they drive us out to this place in California, and it was clearly an optical illusion, but you would park your car, and you would swear you're on a hill like this, and it would start going back up the hill.
Or whatever, yeah.
It was the craziest thing.
Really?
Just the way the hills lined up and the road lined up, but wherever you were at, you're sitting like this, and you're going backwards. You put the car in neutral, and it just went backwards up the hill.
Wow.
It was crazy.
I wonder where that is.
So you do that with a 13-year-old that just had weed for the first time. Because we always had Shank that green shag carpet.
Yes.
So when my brother got home, he just did one of these, koosh, and just did a header. And got this big old carpet burn on his forehead. So my mom's trying to get out of him. What happened to your head? No, Dave got in a fight with me and shit. Fuck, he just went header right onto the green shag carpet. God, that was funny.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, so tossing it back out there. What's next? Thanks for that. The last segment was called pellet grills. That's what got us to that, by the way. So keep it.
But we
cruising.
digress.
Yeah. Somebody step up, JD.
I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Does anybody want to talk about cigars or?
No. That's not why they're here.
The first time you ever got
Drunk?
like stupid, like blackout, like well, I'll never do this again. Drunk.
15.
15?
Yeah, I was
Mine's
15.
way
15?
I'm way worse.
Stupid
than that.
drunk.
I was 37.
What?
Yeah, dude. I didn't drink nothing until my 37th birthday.
Really?
Really. I was you. I was always drinking. I was the DJ that drank juice and whatever. I just had no desire to drink. And then on my 37th birthday, I went. It was our first fellowship with all my brothers, and they said, and that's when like Usher and everybody was like Patron. So we were in Vegas. They got me a bottle of
No
Patron.
wonder you don't like tequila.
I love it now, though. I love it now.
Okay.
The Casa Azul, I'm with it. But I sat there in the hotel room, and I literally drank pretty much almost a bottle of Patron Silver, and I was like, it's nothing. It's like, it's not a big deal until I stood up.
Oh, yeah.
I stood up, the room went like this, so I just adjusted my body to it. Attempted to walk, and then I actually got sober later, and I DJ'd at this club called Tao. There that night, and then got drunk again, and we met some girls from Kansas City. Like, oh, we from y'all from Kansas City? Yeah, we kicking it. So I'm thinking I'm on the floor dancing. And then security grabs me and tackles me and drags me and everything. And I'm like, what's going on? They said, you was out there assaulting that girl. I said, no, I was dancing. They said, oh, that wasn't dancing. I was like, oh, shit. But the funniest thing was, in your head, you're speaking regular English. Everything in your body, you're thinking you're moving normal. Yeah. And you're just positive of it. But I guess from the outside looking in, it wasn't none of that.
15. All you guys, 15 years old.
Yeah.
Look at that, 15. You
Keep
guys
in mind,
know.
I lived in a border town. Drinking age in Mexico was 15.
What? 15?
Yeah, back then you'd go and it's like, give me have a beer. That means Dos Equis. Tequila, whatever. But I got drunk in El Paso, and it was my cousin Joey. He doesn't watch this shit, but he gave me Jim Beam, I remember, in a mason jar. And then, but we always had like backyard parties where keggers, we charge people to get in, hour into it. After we made all our money, we call the cops on ourselves. Everyone leaves, we make all this money, we got kegs to drink.
That's brilliant.
So he gave me this Jim Beam, and I remember this specifically. I'm standing, and I just see the ground comes up to me. That's all I remember from that day.
Ground stole on you.
Yeah, the ground came up to me.
No.
And then I was out for the night.
That was 15. Yeah. No, it probably wasn't until Jordan, my best man's wedding, because Gabe was bartending. This is one of the first times I met Gabe up in Pittsburgh, Kansas, a little place called TJ Leland's, which sounds like a Kansas bar name.
Yeah. And
I didn't know what he was charging me, but I remember at a point I got a drink. He gave me a Vegas bomb, and it was like $2. And so I was like, you know what? Round for everybody. And it was everyone in the bar drank for $80, right? And I remember, because Ali drove back to the hotel, and I remember in the hotel seeing the light, the little light on the microwave just going whoop, 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 and I think it was making that noise. Whoop. So I just stuck one foot on the floor to just know where ground was, so the bed didn't feel like this. Yeah. And so that was probably the first time, but
so that's like recent.
Probably like 24, 25, something in that ballpark.
See, they didn't grow up with a dad that was drunk all the time.
No.
Neither did I.
No, we feared the fuck out of our dad.
Drink.
I've been drunk 3 times, literally. That time in there, and one time in this
I learned my lesson
Iowa,
for sure, yeah.
And then my birthday here last year.
Yeah, drink out of a mason.
Yeah.
What was the first time you got too drunk?
Too drunk? Oh shit, I don't know. I mean, I remember when I was 15, we were running to a party and we were carrying a Coleman cooler full of beer, and we were running and just top speed hit a fence we didn't see.
Why are you running?
Well, because we were carrying the beer and we were just running, and
the
we
beer
were
from the
15, and
garage.
yeah. But no, I mean we got pretty good at drinking beer, and then we got into wine, really fine wine. T.J. Swan, Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm is
Mad
what
Dog
Sean,
2020.
Sean Red said. Mad Dog 2020.
Mad
at
Dog
Boone's
Tw-
Farm.
now I was with a guy. This was in a Vegas station wagon. Dave Dickinson, dipshit. He drank about 3/4 of a bottle of Mad Dog because he was having a bad day.
Oh, God.
And we're driving from Council Bluffs, and we're at about Kellogg's, where the Kellogg's factory is. And I'm in the back seat. He's going about 65, and then I just see his head lay up against the window, and he fell asleep.
No.
Yeah, out like this, driving on the interstate. So we got him slowed down and got his foot off the accelerator, and that was all good. But no, there was there was always those nights where you had to put one leg. A lot of them had something to do with visiting a disco. But you have to remember, it was 19 in Nebraska, 18 in Iowa, and I was 6'1" when I was 15, 16. So I could get into just about anywhere. So everybody would send me in to buy them booze and stuff. Remember at prom, my date was drinking a Boone's Farm like this in the Monte Carlo, and I slammed on the brakes, and she went forward and knocked her front teeth out.
No way.
Yeah, that was an end to that night. So
Those brakes are not that good.
no, but
I thought you were
I
saying
was going
she learned
pretty.
her gag reflex, but no.
Missed it.
We didn't get a chance to find out with that one.
Yeah. So no, that was. But I think there was a couple times that were like one time the toilet came to me.
Yeah, when that happens,
hard.
That was my second.
But the last night I drank was 1985, 86, something like that. And I remember I had a.
That was the night I fucked the
Is that, so I was a tad bit older, but I remember my neighbors came over and said, "Hey man, you want to get your car out of my backyard?" And apparently I just missed the driveway and just drove down into the backyard. And they used to have the deals that they would hang their clothes on, the clothesline.
Yeah.
And I was parked up like 1 inch away from it. I almost took it out. So I just ripped the shit out of his yard backing out. And then I thought, nothing good's going to come from this. I think it's time to call it a quit.
I think we need a new show with Kathleen because she talked about, and it seems like 15 is a consensus with most of the
15.
watchers. Yeah.
This is a generational gap.
But Kathleen she got thrown into the Rio Grande River.
Yikes.
Wow.
Uh,
So we can call her wetback then?
So
it's a wetback, yeah.
she was she running into Mexico, or how was that
Got
working?
drunk at 15 also and made it into the Rio Grande.
We've got Larry Adams was
16.
16. The Eagles in 1976. Case of beer and a bag of weed. I mean, to be
I was
honest,
16. He was 16, getting into discos, as was I, and that was.
Let's be honest though.
I blame John Travolta for that.
JD was in Tijuana. Yeah, Mexico is the place to be.
You gotta watch out for Tijuana. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Now, when I graduated high school, my dad took me to Cancun. I'd never traveled before. Went to Cancun. My uncle Bill took me in. I think I was 17 when I graduated high school. I wouldn't be 18 until August. He takes me into the bar and gets me hammered on tequila. So the next day, I'm hammered horse shit. It's 104 degrees, and I lay down outside and fell asleep
In the heat?
in the heat. My legs on the inside of your knees, that blistered. I was one side. I fell asleep on my stomach, and the back of my legs had blisters on areas that shouldn't blister. That was not. Oh,
Mark Rogers got super lit up in Cancun, and he was a scuba diving instructor. And the one thing you learn when you're 40 feet under is you don't want things to go wrong. No. And he got super lit the night before, and then went under and was guiding a group and got sick underwater. What do you do? You hold the reg. And throw up through the reg. You don't. You bite the bit and throw it up. And you can't go straight up because you've been under. You'll get they call them the spins. The bends. Yeah. And so you had to hold the reg, just blow chunks through the reg, clear it, and then bring his emergency up. Imagine how rough that would be.
Now, the last time I felt like I felt when I was sick was in that damn GT3 RS with the pro driver.
I heard you lost it.
Oh, I said, hey, I'm a man.
I was close.
I've gotten seasick before on a fishing trip.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm good. And we went out 4 hours out. And then I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then we're smoking cigars, hanging out, having a great time. The captain started cooking ham sandwiches. That hit me. And then I lost it, and I was fucking the whole trip. I didn't get to fish. I was all fucked up.
I never thought, because the guy kept saying...
Well, it's 4 hours out and 4 hours back. So we went out 4 hours, and I was down for the count.
Well, when the guy kept saying, like, if you feel sick at any time, I'm like, I've driven cars fast. I've driven on tracks.
Not like that. Like, you don't get G's on fucking DNT.
Yeah, like I was in a damn F-14 jet, the way this dude was hitting his car. I'm like... the amazement of this is a car that he drives every day, and it's in the garage. And it is my dream car, but I did not know a car could do this.
Oh, yeah.
But when we got to lap 2, he said, let's take 2 more. And I couldn't say no because I would have threw up if I would have spoke. So I'm just like,
you were feeling sick?
Oh, I was cool.
You felt sick
lap
immediately.
2?
No, immediately you feel sick.
Yeah,
No, because your eyes don't. If you track the track, you're fine. But
if
your
you
eyes
away,
immediately look straight ahead, and then you start focusing on everything.
And you feel everything. I got out
You
that
feel
car,
sick immediately.
I was like, fuck that.
When someone else is driving, you feel sick.
I did 20 minutes with that guy, then got out and got in the car, and I was feeling a little tacky.
Yeah.
And then I got in the car, and I did about 3 laps, and I'm thinking, what is it going to cost to detail the inside of this car? Because I'm about to chuck. So I just rolled the window down, put my arm out the window, and I was driving. He's like, both hands on the wheel. I go, no, I'm good, man. just shut up, man. I pulled it over, and I need a little time to myself. I went in, and you know how when somebody gets sick, you're like, man, you're white as a ghost. I went in the bathroom and went, man, you're white as a ghost. I was white as a ghost.
Those guys that drive F1 and all that, they get all the kudos in the world because they're hitting those corners and turns at 3 times of what we were doing.
Yeah,
fuck yeah. And I'm like, I mean, I did not believe a car can do that.
Do they not sell Dramamine?
Well, what about a top fuel dragster? What's that, 7-8 Gs when that thing takes off?
Well, just look at it. I mean, in 120 feet, they're doing 100 miles an hour. 120 feet.
Yeah. Well, in a quarter mile, they're doing 350 miles an hour. So,
and most of those
you're
drivers
probably talking about 7 or 8 Gs dead straight for 4 seconds.
Yeah, and then 4 Gs, 5 Gs go in the other direction. Most of those drivers retire because their eye sockets and their eye muscles start to relax.
Yeah.
So just imagine that intensity. No, that's...
So on my fishing trip, one of my buddies, his wife was a pharmacist. No. She was a doctor, so we all got hooked up with the little Dramamine, whatever, patches.
Yeah,
So I was like, fuck yeah. And I think I was like, boom. And the fucking pills. And I still got sick. 4 hours out, and then 4 hours back. I was sick as a dog. And then the motherfuckers that started laughing at me, I put it on backwards. The medicine was out like this. And he said, motherfucker, you put it on backwards. And so that's the joke.
So if you take a cruise and you get sick? Like
I've
an
never been
ocean?
on a cruise.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't get sick.
Nah,
this room
it's
is moving more than a cruise ship.
Yeah,
But I'll tell you what, we did a deep sea trip in Cabo, and it hit me super fast. But it's for me, it's the diesel fuel that kind of swells up in there.
Yeah.
But I was just sitting on the side of the boat, and all of a sudden, it just came out. I didn't feel it. It was just like I'm puking. it was just right now. And then I'm like, I feel better, but
what do you guys
I didn't feel nothing coming.
Do y'all do roller coasters?
Oh yeah. I'll fuck with
See,
roller
I can't do.
Yeah.
It's not the twist. It's that, and then that
The
when your soul leaves your body because you're heading plummeting towards the earth. Like the circles, none of that bothers me. It's just
Free fall.
the anticipation, and then you free fall. We went to this stupid shit in Orlando and Universal, the Rock and Roll roller coaster. It's like, or where was no. It's at this stupid ass place where it's nothing but roller coasters called Cedar Point. It's in Ohio.
Yeah.
Freaking my wife, and she's not scared of nothing, and she's like, "You a man or you a girl?" I'm like, I'm not. She ain't about to punk me out. We get on this shit, and it's just literally you go down, go up, and go back. I said it can't be that hard. You go up to the top, you fucking see Canada, and then you plummet back down to the earth, and you come back. I'm like, kiss my ass. I'm not getting back on nothing.
That's the biggest King to Ka, I think is the name of that.
Man, that thing.
It's like 120 miles an hour.
So JP is asking, you never had barracks parties when you were in the Army?
Yeah, but I was the DJ. I didn't have to drink. I was the DJ. I was spinning. I didn't know nobody. I didn't know alcohol. I got respected for it. Here's the reason why I didn't drink while I was in the Army. Because in my unit being Signal Battalion, we were cool. So whenever I had a warrant officer that was over our unit, drove a BMW. So everybody else was drunk and stupid. And when he had to go back to the States, he needed somebody to watch his flat. in Germany. He said, yo, McCain, you want to watch my flight? You can take the BMW because I know you don't drink and you don't do stupid shit.
Yeah.
So I was getting all the women doing everything else, driving his car while everybody else was drunk on their ass. So I was like, that's no alcohol for me. I'm good.
That's smart. I love to see how many people are still hanging with.
Yeah,
us, to be honest. This is cool.
So to shift gears, but his DJ thing reminded me of it. We are, and actually Johnny Goodner approved this.
Ooh.
So it's officially approved. But we're gonna do a night
Oh, the vinyl party?
where we do a vinyl party,
Yes.
vinyl and leaves, and you bring a record in, and he's gonna play it. And then we'll just sit and listen to a side A or listen to a side B, and just everybody sit and listen to their music, but get to listen to the clicks and pops. That's going to be
I can back a truck
awesome.
up. I got
Okay.
I got so many damn
Kathleen's got some good stuff.
That to me, there's just nothing better than setting an album down and getting the clicks and pops and
Nobody
just listen to
does
some
that.
classics.
I've not heard
Nobody does that.
album in years. I don't know how.
I'll tell you what I have somewhere in my collection. There used to be a company called Sheffield Labs
Yep.
that would get the rights to do 1-to-1 master to the album. And these albums were like twice as thick as a regular record. They came in rice paper, then another package, and then the deal. And I have one factory sealed of Dark Side of the Moon. Never been opened.
Ooh.
Don't open.
Oh, that
Don't open. No, don't open. That's some money there. But
money.
that would be perfect. That would
Dark Side of the Moon would be the perfect.
Dark Side of the Moon.
Drop it. You only put in some accent lights.
Yeah.
That would be. Oh yeah.
It's
Kathleen's
like
got some
basement
classics.
parties we used to have back in the day when you had the one blue light or the one red light come downstairs. Oh, it had my mom would come back and say, "What the?" And there'd be gene marks all over the walls because everybody was grinding and stuff. We had a party one time, my senior year, and it was supposed to be just some friends coming over. So she left to go get something from the store. Man, like 200 people showed up to my house. Whole neighborhood full of cars. We down there rocking. It was around Christmas. I'll never forget this because we had a Santa Claus hat at the front door collecting money, $5 to get in.
Call the cops.
My mom came in. She was like, we didn't think about it. She was like, yo, who the fuck is it? Y'all get the fuck out. Get out of my house. You know. And my cousin handed it to her. Mom, look. She was like, turn that shit up. Does anybody want something to drink? Would you like some Doritos, whatever? And nobody fought. Nobody did anything.
Holy
The
shit.
gene marks against the wall was the only thing. But I think we made like $700 that night.
Every weekend we were doing that shit.
Oh, that was a
Within
one in
an
a
hour.
lifetime thing.
There's a neighbor, they're having a party, I don't know what's going on, bring the cops in.
And screw everybody out, you made your money.
Fuck yeah.
We did
That's
it.
smart, man.
We did a
That is
party.
smart.
We did
That's
a party in Benson
Yeah?
in my senior year, and the guys were out. They were out hunting, and it was in the wintertime, and they found a dog that was basically Havana, frozen. So, and it was frozen like this. So we set the dog on the lawn chair on the porch, and we had it holding a newspaper. It had a cigarette in its mouth and sunglasses on, and it was just sitting like that. So people would walk up on the stairs, onto the deck, onto the front porch, and they'd see this dog, and they'd be like, "What the hell is that?" This is how the party starts, and then you go in the house.
Does Bailey know the story?
No,
I didn't know this story. That's the first time I've heard this.
No.
So everybody that's out there, I guarantee you, the first question across everybody's head was, what happened when the dog fought out?
Well, you know what? I didn't go back. I wasn't even going to help them clean up. I just, you got to get out of Benson.
Yeah? Back
Yeah,
in the
you gotta
day.
go to Benson.
Now
Gotta get up.
Benson is not uptown.
Yeah, okay.
Now Benson looks like uptown at the old market, but back then,
No, time to go.
Nope.
Nope, I didn't have a tan.
I am just astounded with all the people who are hanging with us right now.
Well, they're reliving their youth.
they're
How
talking
many people are sitting there? They got 8 stories right now that they're going, oh, you know
They're
what?
talking about gummies, then when
Oh,
it comes to the...
Yeah, Larry Adams is
party-
ready to do Dark Side of the Moon with
Yeah.
gummies.
That is. You almost have to give them a bunch of gummies when they walk in the door.
Yeah, JP's going to bring some Neil Diamond. Yeah, I'm in.
Actually, that
Him
sounds
and that
great.
damn Sweet Caroline. I think he sincerely really does rock that. Because he always asks me to play it. I think he has Sweet Caroline playing on 4 subs in the back of that Cadillac, and he's killing it.
You know what we could actually do? Because the vinyl player that we got you has RCA hook-ins, we could hook in and do a vinyl night once a week. You could just put that on, and it's like, tonight is Dark Side of the Moon, or Mothership Connection, or whatever it is. You could just play that over the speaker.
I think the key is is to promote it so that people go out and start digging through their closets, find their record collection that's in a milk crate. You know, it's in a milk crate.
Yeah.
And just you could see guys. I had Ty's milk crate of albums for a long time, but original How Players, original Cool in the Gang, all that stuff. To have that,
all of that.
But when you can get guys where everybody kind of it's like BYOB, except they're bringing their own vinyl.
I don't have any vinyl, but I'm gonna buy some.
BYOV. We can do a BYOV.
Oh, it's got to be Tuesdays because I got to
When
be
you dressed
here.
up as David Bowie for Halloween, when I played Under Pressure, that
yeah.
was off the original Queen album. I have all of that stuff, dude.
Really?
All of that stuff. I have almost every Queen album ever there is, the original vinyl. When albums cost $8.98.
Yeah.
Like literally, there's actually a place. I walked by it the other day. I mean, there's a place in the mall in Stonebriar that sells old albums and new albums and whatever, but it's an album store. And then there's one in Austin. Austin has
that's
amazing vinyl shop.
Yeah, they're
I'd go
anti.
broke down there.
Like a pharmacist in Mexico.
Yeah,
Same problem.
they got everything.
No problem.
They got everything.
Let me bring up something really important right now. Let's talk about Dave's Ash.
Yeah, this is. I mean, if you want to see utterly perfection, this is a Bandolero Picaros. This is just. This could actually be one of my desert island cigars.
Eyes look all raggedy. I mean, don't get me
I mean,
wrong.
that's-
Zulu's a great stick, but that right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's a razor.
let's talk about
Jesus.
This thing isn't going anywhere. In fact, let's just stand this bitch out.
Oh shit.
Will it?
Look at that.
yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about cigars. Right?
Yeah, so Bandolero, the entry level line for Ataban Byron. This cigar is spectacular.
Do you know what I call it? Instead of calling it entry level, because I think that diminishes.
It does for them. It's entry.
I call it an everyday Atabe.
Great way
I
to
think
put
that's the best
good
way
point, yeah.
that I could think
Yeah.
of making.
So
that
how
cigar.
long do I have to keep it in the humidor before it officially becomes an Atabey or a Byron?
About 10 more years after
more
this.
years
Yeah,
and then it's there?
these are 4 years versus 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, JP says there's a vinyl store in Frisco, so I'm not sure if it's a same
Bro,
one.
text me and let me know where that's at. No, this one is in the mall, so
Yeah,
that's probably a standalone, a true purist spot.
And I can just see the photography that you guys will shoot with a cigar in the ashtray and a turntable sitting there. BYOV, we got to
I
do
did it
that
before with my
event.
collection. I did it for Crux.
We got to do
I
that.
remember that. I remember that.
Crux, but that's not even pulling up the
We got to do that.
Yeah, I mean
Like
why that wouldn't just be a weekly Saturdays after Saturday at the shop.
Oh, that'd be dope in the afternoon.
You just turn it on. Just turn it on. You've got vinyl going. You've got some music going. Play it.
That's
Why not?
I think
and then you could come up to Saturday at the shop. First vinyl in gets dibs.
But
for
it's
the
it's
day.
like karaoke. It's like signing up first on karaoke, but everybody would actually want to do this. Is to actually come come in and get your record on in the
I'll
stack
be
and then just
devil's
play it.
advocate. The first and only time we did karaoke, it started slow, but then it went amazing.
Yeah, alcohol's an amazing thing.
Heck
Yeah, I watch. Look, you guys were in here and feeling the vibe from the beginning, but it was a lot of tone deaf Jesus in this.
That's what
music.
karaoke is.
No, I'm fucking out, man.
I don't like karaoke.
No,
I mean, I don't like it personally, but I'm just saying it worked. But you know.
It did seem to work.
There
for some
were
reason.
definitely some of the
But
wrong
you
people
said
saying.
when you first opened, we would not ever have karaoke.
Well, I had to give him the one just to tell him,
wanted
look,
to see the
we
way.
can't do that.
I think if
again.
you would have been here, you would have had it.
I know for sure. That's the problem. That is karaoke though. You know, it's once you're in it, you can have some fun with it, I guess.
Are these on the internet? I mean, people should.
Picaros,
if you're
yes.
out here, this
I'll
cigar.
type it in so you guys can go on industrialcigars.co right now and buy it.
Bandolero Picaros. This thing is just perfect in everything.
Oh,
What? So while we're talking about albums, what are your guys's? Let us know what some of your favorite albums are.
yeah. What would be the?
Because I'm curious. Because I wonder. I know what I would bring. I would bring a lot of the same stuff that Busy has.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, somebody's going to have Sticks. Somebody's going to have
Just please, no Eagles reunion now.
no Eagles
No
reunion.
Eagles reunion now.
So
They
tell
got
me,
like
hey,
70 of
you
them.
just brought up there's a new Prince vinyl.
So Target is releasing. Yeah, they remastered Purple Rain, and they're releasing it on purple vinyl.
Purple vinyl.
You can it's $22. You can pre-order it now, but of course it'll be at the store. But I didn't jump on it because I have 3 copies of Purple
When it was
Rain.
vinyl,
already.
wasn't it purple, the
No,
original?
nope,
None?
Nope.
The
They made
wall. The wall is.
The
heaven
wall
heard.
is
Before-
awesome. Actually,
Zach Patterson was close. Said Mothership by Dance Gavin Dance, but you were close. The right answer is Mothership Connection by Parliament.
By Parliament. But Led Zeppelin would be good. His stuff on side B gets a little out there, but
I'll tell you. But there's new age music that's very good on vinyl. The Black Keys El Camino album is awesome, and that's new school stuff.
We got to be careful with the stuff we bring because we come from an era that one song is 13 minutes.
That's true. That's true.
Hey, if I could, it's not even with funk.
George Clinton, you have to flip it over to finish the song.
Anytime I DJ, like I used to do a lot of Twin Peaks in Omaha. I used to do their Southern Rock Night, and if I had to go to the bathroom or run home to do something, I put in Freebird.
Oh yeah,
Skinner.
Yeah.
You can go do your taxes, change the oil, come back, do whatever, have lunch,
take
come
a
back.
short vacation.
It's still
overrated. The most overrated song.
I'll tell you what. When I was in junior high school, when Stairway to Heaven came on, I knew to go grab a girl and dance with. Because that son bitch was like 18 minutes.
Or you can do Layla by Derek and the Dominoes. Because that's a whole song, then it's a whole nother song after that song. Or you can take any James. Because James Brown's albums were nothing but studio sessions. And you've seen it in the movie, you just let it play, don't stop it. And they just go. And whatever, it's like, I hate DJing old school funk parties that the guys, like, in the new era, you know, hey man, we got 4 hours to get it in. I'm trying to get through all these records. And they said, no, let the whole song play. I'm like, there's 7 verses. But it's just one verse when he said something, and that's like in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't play a record DJing for a bunch of people.
Did they put Rappers Delight on vinyl?
Hell yeah. It was one side. They had the rest of the album, the rest of the songs were on one side, and the Rapper's Delight was literally one side of the album.
And they just had him sing. They just like on the way to go do that.
That's the one. Now
they just had him whip up, and they just started singing about what they had for dinner and stuff.
Exactly. What'd you say?
I'm sure you have it. That was the one album I was thinking.
I actually have. So the Sugar Hill Gang, I have the 40-year collection set of all of them. I haven't even opened it. It was given to me by Grandmaster Flash. What the fuck?
No kidding.
Grandmaster Flash. So a buddy of mine from Omaha is Grandmaster Flash's road manager. So when they came, there's a venue here in Dallas called The Box or something. It's this little bitty venue, but it's incredible, and like all the vintage artists come there.
Yeah.
And so when he was there, he gave me this vintage set of everything from the era, and like I haven't even taken the cellophane off of it.
No, don't.
Man, just Grandmaster Flash touched it. I wouldn't do anything with it.
Matter of fact, when I first bought my Sony camera, that was the first thing I shot. Was the Grandmaster Flash. I got the pictures in my phone somewhere, but yeah, just there's so much classic stuff that we can get into. This only thing I'll hate about that is when people play B-side records that nobody else knows what.
No, we gotta call these.
You have any Pantera on this?
Pantera, what? Sean Rat's asking? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, he is. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I bet you Sean Rat's got a mullet up until 2 years ago.
I do have like a couple Iron Maiden albums because what was the guy's name? Eddie?
Yeah, you had to have Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath, AC/DC, all that stuff. I have all on wax.
Back in Black made me more money selling loudspeakers in a stereo store.
Holy shit.
I would put that thing on and just, God, when I hear that now, I just picture all these people I was talking into. Some version of some speaker.
Everything at Twin Peaks, dudes on Harleys, that you can tell they just got in because they were bumping AC/DC when they pulled up. And they had on everything that Harley makes. It's 900 degrees outside, and they got the leather jacket and the helmet, and they look like the Terminator when he stole that dude's jacket. The glasses, and I like, it's night. Why you have on glasses? You hit 2 cars coming into the parking lot because you can't see, but it is like. And Harley Davidson and BMW literally transforms guys into things that they're not. Okay,
so I know for a fact Evan Hurst is a younger man, but he just said Alice's Restaurant.
What is that?
That's old school.
That's an album. It's the name of the album. Who is that?
Yeah. And what was the other one that was?
Who is that? Who is that? I'm
Evan,
looking at the album in my
Evan
head.
I am too.
I'm literally looking at the.
Sean Ratz. Sean, can you post a photo in this? Can we see?
Sean, can we see the mullet?
Can you text me, please? Because I want to show you.
Actually, they got a picture of him 2 years ago.
It's in his top drawer in the bedroom in the corner.
Yeah, this is the time because it's 928 on 928. So please send me the picture of you with a mullet.
And
please
start growing it now.
I have Van Halen's Jump album with the baby with the cigarette on the front of the album. I have the White Snake.
Nirvana's a pretty classic album.
I may have Nirvana. I have to look.
Arlo Guthrie?
Arlo Guthrie, yep. That's old school.
He looks fucking weird.
That looks
Yeah,
like
that
that
looks
looks like
like
that looks like the
That's not
Clockwork
what I was.
Orange.
That's not what I was.
Larry
doesn't-
Adams knows what Clockwork Orange is.
Wow.
Oh man,
Is that a guy?
That's
or a girl?
old school.
that seems very 2021. If I'm gonna be honest.
You know what? Yeah, if I saw that today, I'd be like, oh,
I thought,
Oh,
I thought it was a
history.
Lady
Maybe
Gaga
not
album at
Yeah.
first.
ZZ Top. We got JD with ZZ Top.
Oh damn, Frank coming in. He's got one vinyl. Beastie Boys,
Beastie Boys.
License to Ill.
I'm good with that.
I'm good with that too.
Zach's going
Got
Pearl
that.
Jam.
Pearl Jam, anything Eddie Vedder, I'm for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Rush. Evan came on. with
Yeah, I mean Rush. Yeah, that could be good. Rush should be good. I'm just so proud that no one has said Journey so far because
Oh,
if
God.
so, go fuck yourself.
Oh my God. When
If I
That's my drunk record. Let me see if you guys are drunk, and I'll play that to get it out.
No,
That's a wedding.
that's white
not even a
people
wedding.
shit right there.
this first world problems, but when I would travel with Chip Davis, we ran a record label for a while. We would travel in our artist jet, and his thing was playing Journey when we would take off. Every time.
Could you imagine dying to Journey?
God, that's the whole thing.
There's a story I read years and years ago that a lady got into a car accident. Her car flipped upside down and she was stuck, but the car was still on, and she had Wham's cassette. So Wake Me Up Before You Go played for 8 hours until somebody rescued her. And she like was damn near insane when they came and got her. She
Could you
prayed
imagine
for the
that
car
not being
blow
able to
up.
reach the freaking
Oh,
cassette?
She
and
couldn't
shut
reach
off?
it. It just kept playing and click. It just the whole Wham album. And when Wake Me Up Before You Go played, that woman said she prayed for that car.
Okay, so I'm with you. Boston.
Yeah.
I love some of the Boston stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, one of my favorites also, particularly listening with headphones, is the Cars.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, some of that stuff is,
I like Drive by the Cars.
yeah.
Who's gonna take you on that? I mean, just it's so much. So that's what I loved about growing up in the '70s because there was no, as we say,
Evan Hurst, my man, my man. Thank you. If I don't hear "Don't Stop Believing" ever again, I will die a happy man. This is why we love you, Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the last song they played on the end of Sopranos?
No
What
way.
song is that?
Was
when
it?
the last episode went off? I think it just went off the dead silence.
No, it was they played a song.
Nah, you gotta
Very
look
Journey?
Sopranos.
No.
Would that ruin the whole series or what?
Correct me if I'm wrong. My
I
thought
thought
was wrong.
the
but-
Sopranos ended in that diner and they just went straight to
and then
black.
the song played.
Did it?
Yes.
I think
Well,
I
I
was
mean,
still
I think it was
pissed.
I was already
I was so
mad.
pissed I
Yeah,
couldn't
the
hear
way
the
it ended,
music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I turned the TV on.
I think
was
I
pissed
think
off.
I know what it was. The worst song ever. To be stuck in a car upside down for 8 hours. What would be the worst one
Wow.
to hear over and over again? I think
Anything
I've got
by
the answer.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Weird Al.
Don't Stop Believing.
It was?
Yes.
That could be the worst song to go. For me, maybe What's New Pussycat.
Whoa.
No, there was some.
What's
Yeah,
new Pussycat? Whoa, whoa.
yeah, that would be bad.
9 minutes of that.
There was a song, now you might remember it, that was called Popcorn.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So my third
That,
grade
now
gym
that you
class-
could hear that, it's stuck in your head.
My gym class,
If-
our freaking teacher would play that when we had to do like playing basketball, some silly shit to make you run around. Third grade, she would play that dumb shit.
That
I hate
you have
that
to,
song.
you will have to pull up Popcorn to hear that song over and over again. You would tie the seatbelt
It's like
around your neck.
Devo. It's like, remember Devo?
Oh yeah,
It's like if Devo was in second grade and had their first Casio keyboard, and this was the song.
Yeah.
That's
I think
Hang
Devo. I like Devo
Yeah.
Whip It
What-
once, but I think over
what
and
does-
Guy,
over.
but he hears it every day.
What does Zach? What do you do for a living? He said, "Speaking the truth, man. Honestly, I hear that song every day at work, and it drives me nuts." What do you do for work?
what song? Don't stop.
I'm
Believing.
thinking-
Vinyl shop. No.
Yeah, I was about to say
Maybe he works in a prison, and that's what they do as the punishment.
Journey,
Just play Journey.
Oh, yeah.
Maximum Security. Yeah,
Maximum
that'd be like
Security.
what
That'll
El
straighten him
Chapo
up.
has to listen to.
That'll straighten you up.
Yeah.
If you guys don't straighten up, we're gonna put Journey back on.
No, don't do that.
All right, fine. Here's my shank.
So the vinyl shop in Frisco is called NTX Vinyl.
It's vinyl.
Yeah, it opened up just recently in September.
Fly, Robin, Fly.
dope.
Sean
There was
Rice.
something. There was a song back
Oh,
in the
that's
day
dope. That's
that
a company. That's dope.
you know when you talk about the What's New Pussycat. There was one tie yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. You could shoot yourself listening to that over and over again.
I remember there was a time when we used to sleep upstairs in Omaha at Riggs, and to this day I remember it. And the song came on the other day, and it felt like someone was stabbing me in the dick because I remember going to sleep, and the song was so bad. No, it's a fine song, but I remember yelling to Andrew and Nathan, "Please turn it off, please," because you used to leave the radio in the bathroom upstairs. And it was UB40, Red Red Wine.
Oh, yeah.
Red Red Wine.
I love that song.
That song, when
But
you're
there again,
6,
yeah.
and it
Once it's
sounds
good.
haunted. It sounds haunted. But when that's coming from the... I'll never forget feeling trapped in my bed, too afraid to get up to change it. Red Red Wine by UB40.
How about some Bloodhound Gang?
Nice. Well, that's Martin. Yeah, that's Martin.
I remember
Zach's a convenience store clerk.
You need to go to a different convenience store.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah,
Man.
Tony, Orlando, and Don. That's exactly right.
Wow.
Tony, Orlando, and Don.
Yellow Rose Horizon.
If anybody wants to revisit and take a look at my ash and see how nice it is, that's pretty solid.
Tony, Orlando, and Don. You guys?
Yeah.
You guys would. Well, Adrian, remember Solid Gold?
Oh,
The
yeah.
TV show.
Yeah.
Like, so no. All right, so I'm okay. Just random shit. I was on the patio last night at like 12, and I like Stars plays all the old school Knight Rider and like Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Knight Rider was on, and New Edition was on Knight Rider.
You posted a picture of that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
Yeah.
it. A
What the
kid
fuck?
was playing You Gotta Count Me Out, and so the car.
So you pause it and you're like, what the fuck?
I do, and I'm like, I
So
couldn't-
the-
and
was
the
Kid
acting
talking? Was
yes.
Kid was saying?
Kid was playing the music, and New Edition was dancing.
No.
And the acting was so bad. I was like,
Of course.
this used to be my shit. And like, I'm looking at this like, as an adult, I'm like, I look at all the old shows you watched as kids, like Knight Rider, The Dukes of Hazzard, all these shows that we loved. And as an adult, you look at them and see how bad the acting really was.
Oh, yeah.
Because nobody gave a shit. It was all about the cars.
Yeah.
Jump the car and we're good. You can be bad all in between the car chases, but I looked at old episodes of Beretta, Starsky and
Oh,
Hutch, all, and I was just like, this shit is horrible. Like,
I remember one of my clients when I had my firm, one of my clients was George Barris. Did all the classic movie cars. So I went to his place because we got a chance to go to the Playboy Mansion. And that could be a show in and of itself. But so I went to George Barris, and he has the original Knight Rider car in his deal. But I'll never forget, these two dudes came in with their replica Knight Rider cars, and I figured for sure that like detectives were going to come flying in behind them because these two guys looked like dueling serial killers. You know, real
jackets.
greasy hair, yeah, like jean jackets and tennis shoes on with knee-high socks and stuff. And they came in to show George Barris their pride and joy was these Knight Rider cars. And I'm thinking, go look in these guys' freezer because there's all the missing bodies that you've been looking for.
Knight Rider.
These guys aren't home right now. They're at George Barris's house.
Knight Rider
Or
almost cost me
his
my
shop.
life. I think I was when I started driving 10th, 11th grade, and my mother had this car. It was an AMC Concorde,
Oh yeah,
and it was
one of the world's ugliest cars in
Oh,
the
it was
history of
hideous,
cars.
man. It was hideous.
AMC was on it. They had the Gremlin,
They
and
made
all
the
those,
Pacer.
the Matador.
And the Gremlin, yeah.
They dominated in ugliness.
So you would see it in movies all the times where guys would go in reverse and then slam it and spin it around and go forward. So one day I'm coming home
J-turns.
and I try to do it
try
in my
that.
mom's car. I don't know what the smell was, and it didn't make it halfway, but it drove home. So the next day we're coming home from church, and my mom's car starts shaking violently, and then and no gears worked. Transmission was out of there,
Seized.
and I was just like, "Damn, Mom, what'd you do?" And literally, I was like 40 when I told her what it was. She's like, "That was you, you son of a..." Man, I turned 15 all over again. This woman chased me around the house, and she just said, "Just run me my money. Run me my money. That was $1,300. Run me my money." I literally had to pay that IOU up. From a transmission from 20-something years ago, me and my big mouth, I thought we was fun. We was laughing, drinking, having a good time. She got serious quick as hell.
Yeah.
She was like, we didn't eat groceries that week, blah, 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 blah. I was like, Knight Rider. And it was like crazy.
So Elton John, Bob Seger, we got them all here. JD is he's going to wimp out, so maybe this is a sign.
Yeah.
He's telling us good night, so
Yeah.
maybe it's time for
So
us to
good
do
night
the
to all of
same.
you. I got to help these guys clean down.
Yeah, this was a great time. Thanks for this. Sasquatch, ghosts,
Oh, that was an
UFOs,
hour ago.
Night
real.
Rider,
Rhino.
real.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.